Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot reading with me. I'm Ashley Rose and this is your daily tarot reading for Friday, August 5th, 2022. So we have the 5th today, and 5 is about freedom. It's about taking a risk. It's about, conflict, but conflict that comes from taking a risk and doing things differently, right? Like freeing ourselves, breaking away from these old patterns, these old beliefs, right? And then it causes some internal conflict that can come up, right? Or getting out of relationships or jobs that aren't supportive to us, that don't help, that aren't supportive, don't aid in our like good health, don't take, those things. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what, the things. Freeing ourselves from that, right? That can cause conflict too sometimes because those are tough emotions to work through. Those are tough scenarios, conversations, things to have to confront. And I feel like right now the universe is really pushing us to confront the things that aren't really working, right? That aren't really working for us right now, and to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because we're going into a new time and space where we got to put ourselves out there in different ways. We are starting a new project, and there are going to be other challenges that arise on that journey, and it's kind of getting us ready with that and tackling the internal first, so then as we go out in the world and we start really acting on these things that we see for ourselves, we have the right tools in our tool belt to make it happen, right? We're free from the old thoughts, the old beliefs that maybe would stop us from putting ourselves out there in different ways, right? And that really allow us to take new risks for things that we love, take new risks for the goals that we are ready to achieve, and to go after our desires in a new way that allows us to really think outside of the box and allow ourselves again, right, to be free and to live more freely. That's what I'm trying to say. Words are hard, man, this week. So maybe it doesn't surprise me though, because this week is a lot about swords, right? It's a lot about our ideas and communicating and communication with other people. And it doesn't surprise me that like I would be having issues or struggling with my words when we all are going to be it's going to be an issue this week. Jeez Louise, this is so funny. So be gentle and patient with yourself as you're working on the right words to get out as we go through this. And I guess it doesn't really matter. Don't try to maybe this is the message too. Don't worry too much about how it's coming out or what you're saying. Just trust the words that are coming to the surface. Today we have the Page of Pentacles and the Lovers. I love that. Because it's this, I feel like the same energy that we felt on Tuesday with that Queen of Pentacles, right? And where we felt that stability and that security. And we're like, okay, I'm going to lead my life. I'm going to step into this. I'm going to step into this abundance and allow it to come in. And so before we could do that, we had to make the choice to move forward, to let go of the past. We had to make the choice to take action now and to go after what we really want to. And we had to make the choice to let go of things that are taking up too much space, that don't deserve room in our life anymore. And when we did that, we put ourselves in the perfect position to honor what we have to bring into this world, right? We have the Page, and he's the first of the court cards. And so he's still learning, but he's already learned a lot on his journey, where he's finally been elected and respected to be a part of the King and Queen's court, right? So you're on a good way. You have more to learn, but you're standing in the presence of who you are a lot stronger, right? And so now he has this pentacle in his hand, and I always feel like that's your power, that's your talents, that's what you honor about yourself and what you believe, and he's holding it because he now understands how special that is in this quality, this talent that he has to bring into this world and to give people, right? And if we remember the card, remember Death yesterday, how in the background there was this little like sunshine over this bridge, right? That was our new beginning that we're moving forward to. And it's like we've gotten to this point, right, where we took our armor off and we're in this sunshiny space with all of this yellow behind the Page. The Page is also known as the messenger for the court. And so you could be receiving messages through earth signs this month: Taurus, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgos. about the work that you're going to be doing, stability, finances, money, maybe even your relationships and your family, to help you move forward. But it's also this like, we are the messenger, right? So we are still learning, and we are learning all these things to apply in new ways, and taking what we've learned and passing it on at the same time, right? Because that's what we're doing. We're gaining knowledge and we're passing it on to other people. The same as like what the page does as the court. He goes out, he learns from the people that are in the king and queen's community, and then he brings that knowledge back and shares it with the king and queen, right? And so we're doing that. We're in this really receptive state of learning and sharing and growing and honoring who we are. And it brings us to this point where we can really be in union with ourselves, with our higher self and our ego, and also with somebody else. There's somebody coming into our life today, and this could be relationship, this could be platonic, this could be business. It could even be somebody within our family that's coming forward that is supposed to be an influential, inspirational person on this next part of our journey, where like there's this little angel that comes in, and like it's like this, I feel like this divine meeting, maybe not intervention, because I feel like it's like a divine meetup, right? Like maybe you've just been passing each other all this time, right? Like you get on different trains and you didn't know it, like you're at the same train station, but you got on trains a little bit earlier and just missed each other. Or you've always been in the same scene and you just never really ran into each other at the club, right? Or you go to the same grocery store, you live in the same, neighborhood, but just never ran into things like that. You just never actually met up, but today you're meeting up. And I feel like it also provides, I feel like leaning a little bit more towards career and business, because now you're standing in such a solid, stable place with what you want to do in terms of work, that this person can come in to help us move forward. And this is divinely brought to us by this little angel over here that's like, allowing these people to come together so that they can grow in their authenticity. And then yes, there's still this mountain, there's still gonna be challenges and things to go along the way, but they're here for a purpose, and you're here together for a purpose together. That's the important part about this, is the connection and the opportunity that you're building with each other. And it's not necessarily a solo journey anymore. Some of it will be, but this person coming in is going to be very important into the next, this next chapter of progress in your life. So be open, again, be receptive to what you're doing. It's going to be somebody that's kind of completely opposite than who you are, that has the weakness, they have the strengths to your weaknesses, and you have the strengths to theirs. And it's just this really, I feel like, receptive place. And we have the Lovers being 6, is, peace, balance, and harmony. And, these making different choices and having the opportunity to make a choice that, again, aligns with your peace, aligns with your harmony, aligns with where you're going. And we have this Knight of Swords. I love it. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands on the bottom, where we're not acting in extremes, going, just going with our desires, taking action without thinking about it. We are really being intentional about the action that we're taking here, and we're not harming ourselves anymore. We're putting our money where our mouth is, and we're thinking about the things that we're thinking about the things that we're saying, doing before we act on them, right? It's this really intentional space, because we're standing more solid in who we are, stronger than we've ever have been before. And so when we reduce everything down today, we add these together. 6 plus 1 is 7, and 7 is, the manifestation number. It's the number for good luck, for abundance, for money. And I love that we're talking about pentacles here today with even this, like, this sun in the background, and even talking about, death yesterday, because I was like, I'm ready to see like the sun pop up, right? When we're talking about that like enlightened place where, he was taking us, that soldier was taking us, and that's this too. So we're gonna feel a lot of love, we're gonna feel a lot of support, we're gonna feel like we're going in the right direction, like we kind of hit the jackpot, right? Our money's gonna start flowing. We have this opportunity coming in, and that's really exciting. Today was a little bit of a longer one too, but I feel like the messages coming in are a little bit more in depth recently, because there are a lot of things that we are uncovering and allowing to come up. It's like this, it's a new beginning. So it's important to know where we're going a little bit more. That's all I got for today. If you'd like to know more about me, what I have going on, or you'd like to book a tarot reading, you can go to ashleyrose.com. You can follow me on Instagram as well. That's Ashley Rose Tarot. The links are in the description, and I will see you guys tomorrow with the daily tarot readings.